So I'm pretty sure you're trying to figure out how to install turn signals in your 2016 Kia Optima or similar. And if you don't got nothing similar to this, please don't ask me because I don't know. As you can see, it's already LED, but I'm about to go and swap it out because I actually got this from Last Fit, however you say it, and one of the LEDs actually went out on me right here in the back. As you can see right there, it's barely blinking, but it's still working a little bit. But I gotta go ahead and let y'all know how to go ahead and install some LED turn signals up on here so you can do it yourself. Because when I look for my 2016 Kia Optima SX Turbo, I ain't see nothing for this. All right, so as you can see right here, this is my 2016 Kia Optima SX Turbo model. And as you can see, I did install some last fit bulbs. I still don't know how to see it, but I installed some bulbs up in here and it ain't work. So I gotta go ahead and install the replacements. And they actually sent me 2 packs of these already, the front and the back. So I hit them up, I let them know that my back one went out and I sent them a video and all that. And they was just like, they just sent me one out like no problem. So I'm about to go and install these. These are the anti-hyper flash. And if you want to go and pick these up, I'll leave a link down below. But this makes it where it shouldn't do that hyper flashing like I'll show you right here. Let me go and turn this on real quick or get in the car at least. Let me turn on my turn signal. And as you can see, wait, hold up. Let me start this up real quick. So you can see that we got hyper flashing right there because this light actually went out, like I said already. So you can see, I don't really know if you can see it that good, but that's hyper flashing. Mirror turn signals in here on the front. You can see that's hyper flash. You don't want that. So apparently this should prevent it, and it already did until now. But they sent me a front and back, and apparently these some new models or something like that, even though I'm pretty sure it's exactly what I already had. But they sent me these because they said if I just replace the back, it's not gonna work for the front no more. So replace both. So let's go and turn that off. I'll go and turn this car off real quick and just turn off your turn signals if you got them on, because you don't need them on right now. So all right, let's go and install some turn signals. So I'm gonna go and show you for the front and back. It's pretty easy, honestly. So as you can see, I got my bulbs right here and I got the T3-1157As. So that's what you're gonna need there for the front. And then let me show you the back. As you see for the back, I got the T3-1156A. So let's get started with this. So I just realized my camera wasn't even recording the whole time. So we gotta do this again. But in order to go ahead and start, you need to get access to your hood, which is right here. So you just pull that and then you get access. Look around for this underneath and then you can just lift it up with the hydraulics and you should be straight. Now, I would also recommend that you don't have your turn signals on. So if you like me and you got your hazards on, turn it off. All right, so let's go and start this off. Let's go and start with the left side. So let's look at the left turn signal. And as you can see right here, it's actually pretty easy. But if you look at this right here, there's actually the headlight. And then there's this, the turn signal, which is actually right in front of the battery. So if you look at this little thing right here, I don't know if you can really see that good, but it's this. Just go ahead and just turn that to the right or the left, and then you can just pull it out pretty easy. And they should see this module right here. So as you can see, there's no wires or anything. So it actually gets this electricity by these little connectors right here, as you can see. So you don't got to disconnect no wires, nothing like that. So that's pretty dope. And in order to go ahead and take out the bulb, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be an incandescent bulb or a halogen bulb rather, all you need to do is just go ahead and push it down, turn it to the right, and they could just pull it out. Now, what you do need to do is be careful because it might be hot. Like, especially if you was just using the lights, it might be hot. So just be careful with that. Maybe get a towel or something. And then whenever you want to just go ahead and put your new bulb in, just press it back in, turn it around a couple times, twist it to the left. You should be good. So you gotta make sure that you press it down all the way. There you go. So if it gives you a little bit of a bounce when you try to put it back down, just turn it to the left and it locks in like that. Now to go ahead and put back your turn signal in here, all you gotta do is just look for that little glowing light. Put it right in there, just turn it around a couple times, and then you can twist it to the right. Wait for that click, you should be straight. Now let's look at the right side, because that's also pretty easy. And I did also replace both of these lights already, because I thought the camera was on, but it wasn't. But for the right side, I saw some Kia Optimas, like you couldn't really get access without taking out like the engine cord or something. But for my 2016, I don't gotta do none of that. You could just get access right here. There's more in the way, but it's not really like inaccessible. It's pretty easy to get to. It's right next to the headlight. So again, all you gotta do is just grab this handle, twist it to the left, and then you can just pull it out. Pretty easy. And pretty much just repeat the same process as you did with the left side. And then you can just go ahead and just put it right back in there, twist it around a couple times, make sure that it sits in there flush, and then turn it to the right. Clicks in, you're done. Now if we go and turn on the hazard lights, let's go and test it, see if it's working good or not. And as you can see, the right is, and the left. So we good on that. So that's why I was saying it's pretty easy to go ahead and replace your turn signals. That's why I'm pretty surprised nobody really did a YouTube video on it. So now let's go and look at the back. Opening up the trunk, that's how you get to your turn signals. And let me get some of this stuff out actually. You can see the turn signal still going, and as you can see over here, it's still barely dim, but kind of working a little bit. So with this, I'm about to go ahead and turn off my lights again, because like I said, you don't really want to have this on while you're replacing these light bulbs. So turn that back off, and let's go to the trunk. All right, so let's look up in here. Let's go and start off with the left side too. So if you want to go and replace your turn signal, you see this right here? this is what you're gonna have to need. So you're gonna have to go ahead and twist that. Let's go and twist that to the left. And then you can actually just pull out this whole, I don't even know what this is called. It's just part of the back right here. But just pull this out. You can just pull it out like that. It's pretty easy to do. And boom, just like that, you should be good. Now this might get a little bit tricky. So if you do have issues with this, you can just take this connector off, pull it out like that. That's actually gonna be your brake light. And then what you wanna do is you're gonna have to go and pull this white piece out. So it's gonna take a little bit of force, but you should get it out. You ain't really gonna break nothing. So just go ahead and pull it out with a little bit of force. Because without taking this out, you cannot access your bulb. So now, if we look in here, let's go and zoom in. You can actually see the turn signal bulb right there. So do you see that little orange connector right there? Let me go and zoom out. It's all the way in the back. You're gonna have to go ahead and twist that out. So moving some of these connectors out the way, let's go ahead and grab that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my fingers up in there, twist it to the left, and then pull it out. And as you can see, now I got this bulb right here in the back. And it's gonna be the same process for the front. So just press it in, turn it to the right, pull it out. Now your light bulb out. And it's hot on here too, so I'm trying to be careful with this. Let me go ahead and take this off on my hands. So now you wanna go and grab your new turn signals again, just take it out the pack, and let's go ahead and install this. So putting this in, let's just go ahead and twist it around a couple times, and then again, you wanna make sure it just bounces back a little bit. Turn it to the left, or sorry, turn it to the right. I don't even know which direction it is. I guess it's to the left. And then it locks in like that. As you can see, if you pull it, it's not coming out. That's what you want. Now, this is gonna get a little bit tricky for me getting it on camera, but let's go ahead and put this bulb back up in there. So if you look inside this socket, let me go and get the camera up in there more. Put it back in the hole that it came from, pause. Make sure you line it back there in that hole, turn it to the right till it clicks, and then boom, you're done. And now at this point, you just wanna grab that white piece that you pulled out earlier and just line it back up there with that red right there. So that red tab, just slide it back in there, and it should click in. And then you just plug in your brake light, and then you're good. And now pretty much all you gotta do is just line this all back up in there, press everything in there good, and then you should be done. Twist that back up to lock that up. Cool. All right, good. So we good with that side now. Now for the right side, it's the same exact process. I already took it out because this bulb was actually already acting up, so I didn't even really put it back on until I was gonna fix it. Now, like I said, it's the same exact process. So if you look in there, you can actually see the same little orange tab. So if I zoom in, it's right there. Just twist that and pull it out. So let me go ahead and grab my hands up in there. It's kind of hard to get it on camera, but if I go ahead and just grab my hands, twist it, pull it out, this is my defective bulb. So this one I need to replace because it's not working out for me, clearly. Now let's go and check the turn signals because we got all four done now. Let me go and turn on my hazard lights. So again, the front, let's see, working just fine. Now let's go and check the back because that's the most important part. So if I look here in the back, I can already see, yep, there we go. So we finally got my turn signals working again. I love to see it. And you're not gonna get hyper flash if you go ahead and just turn on your hazards. So I gotta go and actually turn the car on and let me make sure that this actually don't hyper flash. So let me go and turn off my hazards. I'll go and put it in accessory mode. Go and turn on the left turn signal. And as you can see, that's not hyper flashing because you will see it right there on the dash. So left is not hyper flashing, but right was hyper flashing. So let's check that. Not hyper flashing. Thank God, because I had that orange triangle right there telling me to check my turn signals, and that was annoying. I just remember I was driving from Walmart with my girl in the car, and I was just like, why the hell is my car talking about my turn signal ain't working? There's always something. I seem to have the worst car issues in America, but now we got it working out good, so we straight. Appreciate you, Last Fit, for the good customer service. I really appreciate it. Now that I'm done with this, I can just go and throw that back on because I don't need to get in here no more. Again, just line up those tabs, and it's pretty easy to put that on. I got dog hair everywhere. Twist it on, and then now it's not coming off. Well, it shouldn't anyway. Nope, it is. There you go, now it's not. So I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Hopefully this did work out for y'all, and hopefully you don't have no type of hyper flash. So they do got some new versions or whatever, so make sure you do get the new version. And as you can see, again, we got no hyper flash. I did have hyper flash earlier, as y'all saw, but no more hyper flash. So I love to see it, man. So hopefully this does actually work out for me this time and it don't go out on me quick, but I'll let y'all know because I didn't even have this for long, like what, maybe 3-4 months? 3-4 months and the light already went out on me. So that was frustrating. And it looked ghetto driving down the street with that shit just hyper flashing, bro. Like I'm not trying to have my shit look like I just got it straight from like a Facebook Marketplace $500 deal. But let me know if it worked out for y'all. I don't know if this is gonna work with your Hyundai or your 2015 Kia Optima or whatever. You're just gonna have to go and try it for yourself, man, because I don't got no other Kia Optimas, man, because I already know what the comments go say. Everybody gonna ask me if this works on the Hyundai Sonata, Hyundai Elantra. Does this work on the 2020 Kia Optima? Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna just tell it to you straight right now. I just really don't know, man. You're gonna have to experiment yourself. Anyway, man, thanks for watching. I'm gonna get up with y'all later. Peace out.